Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Ideas reveal video. Today we are looking at set number 21363. This is the Goonies. This is the 71st LEGO Ideas set, has 2,912 pieces, and is retailing for $309.99 USD or $329.99 USD. I have conflicting reports about what the price for the set is, but I do know the Canadian one is $379.99 Canadian. It's actually a really good conversion for us here in Canada, whether it is 310 or 330. It's still pretty good conversion price, which means that this is more expensive in the US for some reason, whether it is tariffs and different things. I have a feeling that it is that 330 price tag. It's not the worst price per piece ratio here, but it's also not the best that it could be. So that's going to be releasing on November the 1st for LEGO Insiders. If you haven't signed up for that, you have to wait until November the 4th, but you're going to want to do that because there is actually a gift with purchase included. It's set number 40773. This is the Walsh's Attic. It has 179 pieces, and this will be available running from November the 1st to the 7th while supplies last. And it's really cool. I feel like this is one of those promos that you're not going to want to miss because this adds something. It really does. I think that the online reception for this has been frustration with a lot of these gift with purchases, and the main thing I think that people are really wanting is that 2x6 tile there for the LEGO Goonies that I think really should have been included with the set in general and have somewhere to place the figures on a stand or something like that, like what Stranger Things did. But also, you've got so many other things in here, which I think is really impressive. Now, a lot of these are stickers compared to the actual set that has prints, like the map in the glass there. I think that looks really cool. It appears to be the similar sort of design for the map, but it's got the frame for it there as well as some shine to it. You've got a Cape Cod sign in the back, some stickers for the spiders with a cobweb in the corner. You've got the lighthouse being referenced there, as well as try the veal scallopini, which is a really funny reference. You've got another frame with the Explorer Chester copper pot. You've got the electricity orb there, which is really fun. And on the floor, which I really love, is the fact that there is another medallion from the Pirates of the Caribbean, which we'll come back to and talk about later. You also have this painting, which is really crazy to be referenced here. That mouth sticks his tongue through, and you could actually see that hole there, which is really crazy. Now, the characters here are interesting. They're the parents. So you've got Mr. and Mrs. Walsh, which are all reused parts, but like they fit really well. I think for the most part, I love like the details down to the cast on the hand. I think looks really, really cool there. But there's nothing new and exclusive print-wise, unless that Goonies sticker is a print, which it actually looks like it might be. I'm not seeing any sticker lines in the lifestyle image there, so I think that makes this even that much more valuable. But what about the set itself? Well, just like the idea submission, it is this incredible diorama encompassing all the different scenes, putting them all together. But then on the other side, you have a ship facade, which I think just is such a fun, incredible idea. There are so many references and Easter eggs that we'll talk more about in the review for this set tomorrow. But just to go through here, the different rooms in order of the film, we have here a little bit of the interior of the Fratelli's hideout in the lighthouse, including the nasty cups that they have them drink. There's even the blender there for when they're torturing Chunk. Then you have a little bit of a stairs facade where you can step down into the spot where they actually have Sloth chained up to the wall watching the Pirates movie on TV. There is this really cool wanted poster of the Fratellis. I don't know what that date is referencing since Goonies came out in 85, so it's probably someone's birthday or something like that. You've also got, which is insane, the freezer with the ice cream. Now, there's no dead body included inside. I love the fake money that's being printed there. think that's a really fun reference. As well as you've got the fireplace that can slide out, and then you've got one of the new Minecraft ladders there for them to climb on down. Inside here, we're into like the sewers, which looks great. I love the pipes and everything there that they're banging on. I think that's really cool how the water's on the floor, as well as it's now leaking out of the pipes different ways. Now you're into the different chambers, which here we could see what happened to Chester Copperpot, and he's got the key there actually on his chest. You've also got this really cool feature that you can drop the rocks by lifting up. This is going up onto the top of the ship, but then to retract them, you've got this One-Eye Willy little 2x2 tile symbol there to pull up the rocks. You continue through the hole there, and then you're into the spot with the well. You've got all these different coins and everything here, and unfortunately, these are like the sort of castle little doubloons, as well as I think there's some dark orange pieces here for pennies. But you could see that you've got the water pouring into the fountain, and there is a spot on the wall for you to actually put the key. When you turn the key, the floor will actually fall out, and you've got some spikes there as well with some wands and a horn piece. You walk through this really cool skull that's on this great angle, and then you have to cross the beam there, again avoiding the spikes and everything, and then you're into one of the most iconic spots here with the big organ. And this is just mind-blowing in my opinion. It has an actual feature where you go through and push the different keys, dropping the different chunks and platforms for this, and then when you hit the right key, the wall will actually drop open. You then take that, slide on down into the water, and they have a reference to the deleted scene with the giant squid here as well, coming out there with the tentacles and the head. You then, of course, climb up on board to the ship. You could see that there's just so many different things. I love the grate built there, as well as the cannonballs on the floor. Speaking of, you've also got all the little gun ports there with the cannons, which I think is really cool how you can move those. You've got all these different sails here as well. The one on the back, I like that angle next to the steering wheel. You've also got this spot for Sloth and Chunk to actually slide on down the hole there in the sail. You've got nothing in the front, and then you've got another little point there next to the figurehead, which is just a simple minifigure, and then you've got this sticker here as well that says Inferno, and just some of the angles here and detailing looks really great. I like the water effect there with the rocks. Just wow, what an incredible idea that lets you recreate the final moments mostly from that film. But of course, one of the most important ones is when they actually find One-Eye Willy and his treasure, which you can go through this door here, and inside you've got 3 seats, including one of the crewmates, but you've also got One-Eye Willy himself there as a minifigure, which looks really cool. I love the eye patch there, as well as the torso and the table here. This is really cool. I love that scale, the green gem, but the most exciting thing for me here is that there are so many of the cursed Aztec gold pieces, again, from Pirates of the Caribbean being included in here. I love that. It really makes getting all 882 pieces that much more realistic if it's appearing in more and more sets, because currently they're listed for like $10 a piece on Bricklink right now. Now, the minifigures here, oh my goodness, the Fratellis, just wow. Like, they have new torsos, new faces. It's incredible here. I love the hair and hat combo there. I think that works really well. Of course, the star of the show here is Sloth, and he looks, I don't know. I feel like I just maybe have such an attachment to that original Lego Dimensions one that, in my opinion, is superior to this. But speaking of super, I love the Superman shirt. I really am happy that that is here. And you've got the overalls, the face looks pretty good, and the new hat there that he's got is quite fitting for the scene. We can't talk about Sloth without talking about Chunk, who looks really great. I love that shirt that he's got on there, as well as the red jacket. The face there is really awesome. Chunk's second expression is hilarious there, which I feel like is a reference to the Truffle Shuffle. Data or Data. Really love the torso there. Looks great. The face, I'm very curious if this was the face that was going to be included for him for the Temple of Doom set that was canceled for Indiana Jones. Would have been a few years different production, but still really, really cool. I like the sticks of dynamite, as well as he's got different pieces that can attach to his torso. One with the punching glove there, which is a recolor of a Super Mario piece, but also the chattering teeth that can actually attach to that spot in the cave. Mikey's included with his puffer, which I think is a really fun inclusion, as well as the map, which looks great. The torso is the only thing I think exclusive for him, but it still is perfect. You also have, again, Mouth here, who looks great. I like the smile. I think the hair works well. You've also got that torso. Brandon's included here too, which looks really perfect. I think the face works well for him. It's funny that Josh Brolin, Thanos, is using the face that so many other Marvel people have used. But the wrap with the hair looks really great. I think that's perfect for him. I love the torso with the exposed arms and the legs there too. Love the printing there. You also have Andy, which also has leg printing, which looks so cool. Would have been great if that was dual molded and some side leg printing, but still, the torso looks really great. Face is reused and everything there. But you've lastly got here as well Steph, who looks really perfect. I love the glasses and the torso there, as well as the gum included for her too. Just the figures in here, I can't get over. For the most part, I think Sloth, for me, is the only miss. Looks so perfect, but thankfully I've got that Dimensions one anyways. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? Just, it was such an incredible concept back on Lego Ideas, and I think the translation to this final set is really cool. If you're a fan of Goonies, I think this is going to be hard to pass up on. Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so that you don't miss out on the review for this set and the promo tomorrow. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.